Breaking news, first murder of the year is a Uber driver from African descent. Rest in peace. I could guarantee you the dude who robbed him is from the Bronx. I just looked it up. The homie that did it is in fact from the Bronx. Law enforcement is offering $10,000 for whoever finds the perpetrator. May he rest in peace. This guy was a migrant from Africa that just came here to try to feed and provide for his family. I can almost guarantee you he probably didn't even want to work that day. Usually when people work in New Year, especially as drivers, is because they're trying to make ends meet for their family and they think they're going to make a lot of money this day. I know this because I used to actually drive and do Uber, do Lyft, and all of the above. Till this day, I actually have private clientele that actually booked me for my transportation services due to me being in that industry. So for me, it hits closer to home than others because that could have been me, that could have been my brother, that could have been a friend or a family. So whoever did this, I hope they find you. You're all over the news. You went viral for providing the first homicide in New Year's Eve. Congratulations, you played yourself. I can almost guarantee you this dude probably thought that homie had money, or he probably thought this was like in the 80s, in the 90s, in the early 2000s. Newsflash, Uber and Lyft drivers do not carry cash on them. They do not have physical money. So if you try to rob them, you might probably get $2 or $3, if that. And then a lot of times when these thieves try to rob these drivers, they get pissed off and they don't find real money and then they still kill you. My advice, if you're in the transportation business, stay away from the Bronx. Stay away from the Bronx. I'll say it one more time. If you are a driver, stay away from the Bronx. Now, if you pick somebody up in the city, in Manhattan, or the good part of Brooklyn, and you drop them off in the Bronx, as soon as you drop off in the Bronx, turn off your app. Most drivers that get murdered in New York City, they get murdered in two places. One of them is the Bronx. The second is Brooklyn, but the bad parts of Brooklyn. And in the Bronx is obviously the bad parts of the Bronx. Now, if you don't know the Bronx, I suggest you stay out of the Bronx. The third place I would tell you to stay out of would be the bad parts of Manhattan. What are the bad parts of Manhattan? Certain parts of Harlem and certain parts of the Lower East Side. And last but not least, Washington Heights. So know where you're at, do your due diligence, be vigilant, keep your head in a swivel, and have situational awareness. In some situations, it's common sense, right? If you see a group of guys wearing ski masks with their pants falling, you see them that they have a whole bunch of bottles, chains, bats, and all types of weaponry, you still choose to pick them up. If something happens to you, then that is your fault. Unfortunately, from this guy, he's not from New York, so he didn't know the hood. He didn't know where to pick up and where not to pick up. The most important thing, if you want to become a driver in New York City, you have to do your due diligence to know where to work and where not to work, because your life is more important than money. All right, let me know what y'all think. Peace and love. One.